Side that surrounds the heart. Anterior interventricular sulcus is just the groove that went down the front of the heart. And the arteries and veins that run through that groove are the interventricular artery and cardiac vein. Alright, in the heart, we have the right atrium, which is going to be up here. You're not going to be able to see it too well, but you can see it in this one. This is the right atrium. Right ventricle. Left atrium, left ventricle. On the model, go through it again. Right atrium, right ventricle. Left atrium, left ventricle. Goes A to V. Alright, we have the septum, which is the muscle that goes down the front, or down the middle. Here's the good septum right there. It goes all the way down. Bicuspid and tricuspid valves, that's, you can call the bicuspid mitral, I do not mind. But is right to tri, so the right side will have the tricuspid, the left's going to have the bicuspid. Aortic semilunar valve, so up in here, this is going to be on the model for sure. Follow the aorta down and around and in, so you have the aortic semilunar valve right there. It looks like a little guy mooning you. Then you have the pulmonary trunk right here, pulmonary semilunar valve right there. Pulmonary trunk is going to come up and branch into the right and left here. This is your pulmonary arteries. It's the only time the arteries are going to be blue. So pay attention. Pulmonary veins are going to be red. It's these guys right here. They're going to pump into this left atrium, which is all the way right back here. Left atrium, so you're just from the front. What do we got? Aorta, pulmonary trunk, covered that. Pulmonary veins, inferior vena cava is going to come up through the right atrium. So this is going to come from the rest of your body. You've seen it in like cat now. Inferior vena cava, superior vena cava. Brachiocephalic artery, brachiocephalic veins.
I appreciate you for doing that.
We've got the coronary sinus. We'll start with the left and right coronary arteries. So your left coronary arteries are the red ones right here. These are your coronary arteries. Right coronary arteries, they're going to come around and down and all the way to the back. To this little spot right here. See this blue? That's the coronary sinus. I always mess that one up. And it's going to pump into your right atrium right there, into that part right there. Looks kind of red dot. Okay. The brachiocephalic artery. So we covered that. Ligament anteriosum. So that's that little white tab right there. That's where there's a little hole between your aorta and your pulmonary trunk before you're born, but it closes up after you're born. Myocardium is the really thick muscle on the outsides. Remember, your left side's going to have the biggest myocardium, the right side's going to have a thinner myocardium. Septum right down the middle. Chordae tendineae are these little heartstrings. You see them really good on the actual heart. So here's some heartstrings right here, chordae tendineae. They're held down by these little muscles right here called papillary muscles. If I pinned it on the test, it'd look like that. Papillary muscles are also all the way down here, but we just, remember, focus, they hold down the chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae are holding down your bicuspid and tricuspid valves. So further down into the ventricles, you can see these little crisscrossy muscles in here. Those are your trabeculae. The trabeculae make up the rest of the lining of the ventricles. And then you have the interior lining of the atrium up here. These are the pectinate muscles. They're kind of like a little bird was pecting at them. So pectinate, trabeculae, papillary. And that's it.